Hello everybody, welcome back. Today I'm going to be making a gift bag for this box of chocolates. My friend really kindly lent me something which I'm now giving back, and I wanted to give her a nice gift to say thank you so much for lending me this item and for saving me money, because it meant I didn't have to buy it. So I've got this really chunky box of chocolates and we're going to be making a gift bag. So if you like these kind of videos, please do hit the subscribe button because it really helps my channel to grow and reach more people. And if you enjoyed today's video, please do give me a big thumbs up. So let's jump into the video and start making this gift bag. So these are the products I'm going to be using today. I've got some red liner tape because it's nice strong tape, great for holding bags together. I have got this really pretty pale pink mirror card, but it's like a matte finish, like brush steel type finish. No idea where this came from. It was in my scrap box and I thought it worked really well with the colours I've picked out. It may well be from a Hobbycraft stack, you know, those little stack books they do, but I honestly couldn't tell you. But I'm going to be using that up. Then I have this really pretty piece here, and this has come from this pad here that I've had for the longest time. I actually got this in America. I think it was from Hobby Lobby. I've had it ages, so I thought let's use some of this paper because I cannot keep hoarding paper. And then this beautiful one here, look at that, isn't it stunning? It's from a really old paper pad. It's the trendy mix and match paper from B&M. It's really nice quality paper. It's 250 GSM, so it's great for making bags out of. And I just thought, you know, all this works really well together. So let's grab my scoreboard. I have my hunky-dory adorable scoreboard. I could not live without this. Okay, so this is going to be the main bit of the bag. I think I'm going to put it that way up because it's a bit where it's been around for quite a while. It's got a bit funny here, so I'm going to make that the bottom of the bag. So that's going to be the top. And the only place I'm going to score this piece of cardstock is actually on the bottom section. So let's just rotate this around. Okay, so here is the top of the bag, this bit's the bottom. And I'm going to score this section down here. I'm going to score it at 10 inches. This is a 12 by 12 piece of cardstock. I'm just going down at 10 inches there. And we're going to fold that over. This makes a great score tool, so you can burnish with this, save going out and getting another bone folder. There we go. And I'm going to do exactly the same on this piece here. Now again, this piece, if you can see, has ripped a little bit as it came off the pad. So that will be my bottom, so you don't see it. And I'll score that bit at 10 inches as well. I'll fold that one over and burnish it. Okay, so whether you can see or not, I don't know, but that is now the base of the bag. But now we need some sides, so that is where this one comes in. Now this is offcut, but I think it's going to work. The offcut does measure 6.5 inches, so I'm going to cut this down to 3 inches on my trimmer. There we go. Okay, so I want to make two sections 3 inches wide. I'm just checking to see if there's any bits. Yeah, that bit there's a little bit ripped, so we'll make sure that that is scrap. Go. So I've got two pieces that are 3 inches in width. These ones are 12 inches in length, which is perfect. So now I'm going to bring my scoreboard back in. I'm going to score both of these at 10 inches. And now I'm going to score them both at 1/2 inch all the way down, and 2.5. And then we're going to fold and burnish that line. This is so it can attach to my bag. So that's the first side. Let's bring this one back in. Before I start assembling the bag, I actually need to do some die cutting, and that is where this piece of mirrored cardstock comes in. But I also want to cut some handles into my bag front. So for the handles, I'm going to use these dies down here. I believe these are by Creative. They are pretty old now, but I'm pretty sure they're Creative Craft dies. Use whatever you have. You don't have to do ovals, you could do circles, you could do oblongs, whatever you feel, but this is what I'm using today. And I think I'm going to use this one here. Just going to check it for size. I think that will look quite nice. So I'm going with that one. But when I cut holes in things, I don't like to leave them as just the hole. I like to kind of put a frame around it. So I will probably use that one over the top. Yeah. So here is the slight problem, and that is, even with a Big Shot Plus, which I have, this isn't going to fit on a cutting mat. As you can see, that's my cutting mat, and the bottom of the die is off the end. So going to have to come up with a different way to cut the handles. So let's just move these out of the way for a second, and we're going to work with the smaller die. I'm going to flip this over so that you can't see anything when you're looking at the bag on the front. I'm just going to position this where I think I want it. I'm just going to check that I can get my frame around it as well, which I can if it's there. And all I'm going to do, I'm just going to use a pencil, and I'm just going to draw around the outside of the die, and then I'm going to have to manually cut it out. So you can see where I have drawn my oval. I'm going to turn the camera off while I cut this out, because you don't need to see me do that, and then I'll be right back. There you go, it's all cut out. It's not massively neat. I was as neat as I could be, but you can never get it as neat when you're fussy cutting as you can with a die. But that's another reason I'm going to be putting the frame over the top, because that kind of covers up the little jaggedy edges. So now I'm going to bring in my other part of the bag, and to make sure that these are even and opposite each other, I'm literally just going to line up the bottom of the bags. Make sure they're lined up at the top, and then I'm just going to draw around this and recut it out. There we go, so we have the two bits of the bag, which are going to be at the front and back of our bag. These line up great. So this is where we're going to bring in the two dies and the pink mirror card, because now what I want to do is to cut two frames from this, like so. So I should be able to get two out of that. Now, to make sure that these are even and stay in place, I'm going to use some hunky-dory low tack tape just to hold the dies together as they run through my machine. So I'm going to get the dies as I want them. Hold this here, and I'm just going to put the tape on the dies. So that will hold the dies in the same position, so I can cut two frames exactly the same. So I'll go run that through and be right back. Okay, so I have two frames the same size, and I have two pieces of offcut. So don't throw these away, because we're going to use those in a little bit. We're going to use wet glue to attach these onto the bag, so I'm going to do that really quickly. Those are on and drying. Look how nice they look. Oh my goodness, I love them. so I'm going to put that to one side. Now these bits that we didn't throw away, we are going to cut and use as decoration on our bag. So I'm just grabbing some long blade scissors. This one I'm going to cut straight up the middle, and then I think I'm going to do it in half again. So I have 4 different corners, and these are going to sit sort of like this on the bag. So they kind of look like metalwork, I guess. Now, do I want top and bottom, or do I want front and back? I actually quite like that. Right, I'm going to attach these on with the wet glue. I'm going to repeat that step for the other one with this one, and then I'll come back to you. Look how cute! I'm loving how this is turning out. Okay, so we're going to assemble the bag. I'm just going to bring the corner pieces in, because I think I want to trim this little excess bit off here. So it's on the long side, it's under the score line, and it's that tiny little, probably 2-inch piece there. I just think it's probably a bit redundant, so I'm just going to cut up the score line and across this one, and then I'm just going to notch it off, just because I think it always looks a bit neater when you do that. I'll do the same this side. Okay, perfect. So we'll repeat that step for this one. And now we're going to use the red tape. So this is going to run down this part of the panel. So let's find the end. Anyone else struggle to find the end of tape, or is it just me? There we go. It's a little bit easier with red tape, I guess. Okay, so go down the edge. I always find by having the tape on my hand like this, it has you have a little bit more control over the tape. Okay, let's trim that one off. Might need to go and grab another roll of tape. This looks like it's about to give up on me. Yeah, look, there's like that much left. Hold please. Okay, let's have another go, shall we? So we're going to come down the side here. And then if you get a bone folder or your score tool or what have you, and just really rub it along the tape, it helps push it down onto the card. Just helps it bond. We're going to do exactly the same for this piece here. Now we need to attach these to the bag. So I have one of the bag pieces and I have the side. I've taken the tape off this bit already. What I'm going to do is just fold this over slightly. This is going to be attaching to this one here. So I'm going to flip this over because I want it on this side. And then I'm just going to line the top of this up with the top of this. Try and match the score lines up at the bottom, and then I'll just flip the thing over. There we go. So that's one done. Then we're going to bring in this one. And we'll bring in this piece here. and we're going to attach this onto this bag. Now just be careful because this one is going to close onto this one, and you wouldn't want them to be in the same place, would you? So like that. So this one needs to go on this end here. Now we need to put the rest of the bag together. So let's take the release tape off of here. Same again, I'm just going to match my score lines up and then close my tab over. And this is the last one. Okay, so close the bag as flat as possible, hold that one down, line up the score lines again, there we go. And we're going to need some tape on the bottom. Go. Stand that up, and then we're going to push the other one down from inside. So I don't know if you saw what I did. I flipped one of the long sides up inside the bag as I pulled the last of the tape off, folded the one with the tape over, stood it up, and then pushed the other one down from inside. Sorry if that wasn't clear. There we go. Look how pretty that is. I kind of don't want to give this away now. I think that's really pretty. Okay, and let's check. Yes, my chocolates fit in perfectly, and you can pick it up. I love it. So literally all I need to do now is attach a tag, put a card in, bit of tissue paper over the top, and it's good to go. I absolutely love this bag. I think it's absolutely beautiful. I think the colours have worked really nicely together. It feels really satisfying to use up quite a lot of your stash in one go, I have to be fair. If I had some more of this pink, I probably would cut 2 more frames and put them on the inside, because it is bugging me a bit that I can see through and see the unevenness, but I don't think, honestly, my friend will notice. I think it's just me as a crafter looking and going, oh. But yeah, hopefully she likes that. Hopefully she enjoys her chocolate. Let me know what you think of the bag. If you do give it a go, please do tag me on social media so I can see, because I love seeing when people recreate things that I've made on my channel. If you've enjoyed today's video, please do give it a massive thumbs up, and if you're not already subscribed, please do hit the subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching today. I really do appreciate everyone who comes and watches my videos and takes the time out of their day to do so, to be fair. I really hope you've enjoyed the video and that you will give this bag a go. I will be back soon with more videos, so until next time, take good care and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.